What's up, everyone? I've had a few people talk to me about my Taraq run routes, my rush routes. This is what I normally do. I'm running over in this area. What I'm looking for are people that are jumping up on the wall. They'll either head glitch these two areas. You'll see a head there or there. There'll also be sometimes there's going to be some person looking head glitching right in this area, and if that's clear, then I'll sometimes I'll back over here and I'll just start scanning the area. This I don't normally. What I do from here is I'll do a quick jump, and I'm seeing if there's anybody back. And what I'm looking for is this spot right here for people to be sniping, or that window for people to be sniping. Another spot that people sit is they'll head glitch this door right here, and they're looking on this area. Another spot that when I jump down here, I'm always looking right in this area. Anywhere on this hill, people will sit behind that, and they'll sit usually against this wall, and they're aiming down this way. Another spot that people sit is if they run back is this little hole. They're looking at the cemetery. If I've checked all these, normally when I'm coming this way, I'm usually watching my peripheral, and I'm not always scanning over this way. But I'm pretty careful coming around this corner, because you'll have a lot of times people will sit up here, or they'll be sitting around this corner. When I come around this corner, I look right in that doorway. A lot of times there'll be somebody sitting in that doorway, or they'll just be standing here watching Laundromat in Middle Church. When I've checked that, I kind of slice the pie a little bit, and I'm looking for people laying down in this area, or they'll be standing on this awning looking back at this area. They're looking for, they're usually sniping, looking back here for people. If there's no one there, I usually watch the top green. I do a quick scan on these two doors, and then I'll look again here, and then I'm slowly coming around this corner. So it's here, 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 and then coming around this corner. This is where at AFKs are a lot are right in here. And then as I'm coming over here, I'm looking at these two doors still, and I also look at this bottom door. But mostly if people are going to be in green, they're going to be in these top windows or standing over here. And then I come around this corner. I'm usually pretty careful, because you'll have a lot of people sit up in here and they'll snipe, or they'll sit back here and snipe. Another spot that people sit when I come around this corner is on this little awning. And they're not normally pointing back in this direction. What they're normally doing is watching Top Barber, or they're watching this window. That's normally what they're doing. So when I come around, what I normally do is I check this area, and then I'll do a quick scan of over here, and then I'll come up here, and then I'm looking Top Barber, and I'm also looking at this window. I'm looking at bomb, where the bomb area is, Top Barber, window. There's nothing there. If the bomb is planted, this is a good spot to sit, because people like to sit right in these areas, and they'll camp inside where the bomb's at, or they'll sit on top of Barber. If there's nobody there, I always watch these two windows, because this is where people like to sit, and they're sniping. But I'm coming around here, and I'm watching here, and I'm watching in this area. And then as I peek around, I look there, and then a lot of people like to lay it over by the tank, or they like to sit up on top of blue here. But a lot of people, most people, if they're going to camp after the bomb's planted, they're going to be sitting here or inside this somewhere. Normally you can hear somebody inside green if you come around. You'll get a few people that will sit right here and watch the bomb, or they're watching some of the area. But another thing that I do when I come around here is I'm automatically looking down this way, looking for a sniper. But these are the spots. Boom, boom, boom. And then I can't find anybody, then I try to defuse. So I'm going to show you another spot that I like to go. I normally go B. Another spot that I like to go is I jump on here and I'm watching. I'll show you why I watch this area, because this is where when I'm on the other side, this is where I stand. I stand on top of this wall and I'll show you. But this is a good spot to counter what I do. I'll watch in here, and I'm kind of watching in this area right here, this doorway. You'll have a lot of people that try to rush. But I'm always looking for somebody standing on this wall, or they're trying to run over this way. And then I never jump out here because it's too easy for people to be camping or just sitting inside there. There'll be a lot of people looking down this way. So what I normally do, I'll look here and I'll jump back, and then I'm looking this way. It's a lot easier to do that. And then when this is going to be, you're going to be probably a minute into the game. So at this point, you can have people sitting here. They could be rushing bomb. They can be in these buildings. So what I try to do is I'll try to get over on this area again, and I'm watching in this area. I'm also listening for people to be hiding behind this wall, or people that have jumped up on this wall. But now that people have had time to kind of sit a little bit, I'm looking in these areas again. Another place I'm looking is right up here. People will get up on the church and they can snipe from up here. They can snipe back here, and they can also watch the bomb from up there. Not a lot of people get up there, but that's a good spot for people to go. All right, guys, on this side, I'm running with a knife, so I'm trying to get to this spot as fast as I can. What you want to do is jump up on this wall, and what you're looking for is a guy to be running here. He's trying to get to that green wall over there. Sometimes you'll get a guy, one or two guys, and they'll be running this route. So if you can get this kill, and sometimes you'll have two of them, it's a really good spot to watch for people. Another spot that people run to is they'll sit behind this wall and they'll head glitch, and you can see their head right there. Another spot they'll run to is this door, and you can get a shot there. Or they'll sit inside here and they'll jump this wall, and they'll try to kill you on this wall. This spot right here is not used a lot. I don't see a lot of people doing this. I'm one of the few, but there are people that know this spot that do know the counter. So when I get down from here, and I've usually got that guy killed almost every time I can hit this guy, I am slowly coming this way. What I'm looking for are people hiding inside of B. I'm looking for them to be sitting inside of B, looking this way, or they'll sit here in this spot. Another thing I'll do is I jump over on this spot, and I'm looking for people to be laying there again, or head glitching anywhere in here. Sometimes you'll get a person sitting up on top of this, or they'll be sitting on the playground wall. Also look down below. These are all spots that you would do it really fast. So when I come over on this area, I do this pretty slow. I'm doing a scan. I'm looking for guys to be sitting in these areas, anywhere in here, top of blue or here. And then I usually jump up on this spot, and I'll duck down. That way people can't see you as well. But a lot of people will be sitting in this corner, or they'll be sitting on top of this. Another spot that people sit is behind this barrier. They'll lay down and they'll snipe right where I'm standing. They'll just sit right there. I'll jump down here once I've checked those areas. The next spot I look is right in this corner. I'll also look over here for AFKs, because this is where they'll be for AFKs. But you'll have a lot of people that sit right here, and they'll be sniping. When I come over this way, I go slow, and sometimes you'll catch a sniper up in this window. He'll be looking out there, and you'll usually catch the glint if they're sniping out this way. I don't know if I've ever been sniped over here. I know I've been shot at, but sometimes you can catch a guy slipping that's looking over this way. He won't see you. And then I'm coming around over here. I'm always watching peripherally. I'm watching this area, looking for someone to be coming around over there. Now what I'm doing on this side, I'm watching this tank spot where people will sit. They'll sit right there, or they'll be right up in this area up here. They'll be standing up here. looking right towards you, or they'll be running out this doorway trying to get over to A. Another spot I like to go is if the bomb is planted, I'll come up here and I'll look here again, and I'm looking in these two areas. I'm looking for people to be sitting there. You're kind of vulnerable because if there's someone over on this side that they're kind of camping back, they're gonna catch you. But a lot of times, if they've planted, they're still not back here. They're gonna be in this or this area, or inside green. And you'll have sometimes people will lay right here, or they'll be down inside Barber, looking for you. Now, if they haven't planted, I'm coming around this, but I'm coming around pretty slow. So if I'm here, I'm kind of looking around this corner. I'm waiting for someone to jump around, because sometimes they'll hear you. If there's somebody camping over this way, they'll come around. My next spot, I'm looking right as I come around, I'm looking right in that doorway. And then as I'm looking up there, you can sit in this. There'll be people sometimes sitting here, but you can see both areas from around this corner. And then I'm slowly coming around here. I'm looking right there. And the next spot, right here. And then I'm just looking the whole time. When I come over here, I'm looking in this door, I'm looking on top of church, I'm looking in middle. I'm looking at all these spots. And then another spot that people sit, they'll lay right here, or they'll sit in here if it's not planted. They'll sit in those areas. Those are kind of my spots, guys. That's my rush route. I use the same rush route almost every time. I don't use anything different. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. All right, I'm out. Later.